We're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and today we're going to shine a spotlight on four-star wide receiver Bryant Wesco, who signed with Clemson. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page, but before we do, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going over those freshmen, those 2024 recruits, so you get a good idea of what your players look like on the field before they start making plays this year, the year after, or whenever. You need to know what your players are doing. Click that button. Don't disappoint Ric Flair over there. He's watching you. My dog is too. But we're going to start things off with his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes. You will get there. But we got to take a look at him. 4-star prospect, both the composite and in the initial rankings, ranked as the wide receiver 11 in the class, wide receiver 13 in the composite, 6'2", 170. That's dated, that's old, that's during the recruiting process. So just throw that out. He's probably going to get thicker, obviously. 28 offers. Clemson, we're locked in. But USC, Arkansas, some bigger schools there. We'll cover some more later. Played in the Polynesian Bowl. Played in the Under Armour All-American game. They have him projected to be a first-round pick at the NFL draft. They have him as a first-round talent after he develops more at the NFL game. On top of that, they have guys projected to be second-rounders ranked ahead of him, so that's kind of confusing because we covered him recently on the channel, but they're saying he's a well-rounded wide receiver one type who can work the middle of the field, produce run-after-the-catch plays, and stretch the field vertically. Taller, lankier build, but can add some mass. Comes from an athletic family with a father from Louisiana Tech Hall of Fame. That being said, when I look at this, I'm looking at a wide receiver, very crafty over the middle, strong hands, good at the catch point, can stretch it downfield. We'll see come the highlights, but that's what it's telling me. Makes crazy combat catches that are contested. We're going to see some fun highlights. We're going to see some fun ones. We compete in track. We got the high jump here. We got the triple jump. That lets me know he's explosive. He's got a spring in his step. Bryant Wesco is his father, Louisiana Tech Hall of Famer. Sister Bailey Wesco, women's soccer. That being said, we're locked in with Clemson. TCU try to get him, but that ain't going to work out. Going over to his On3 page. 4-star prospect. Wide receiver 13 in the industry rankings. 14 with On3. ESPN liked him at 7. Coming down here, Oklahoma, USC. Big-time programs. Miami. We're looking at a guy that was highly sought after by big college football. Let's take a look at the highlights. Let's see what he's working with. 7.5 minutes here. Bryant Wesco's at the bottom. Let's watch him work. See him eat this cushion up. Seeing some quicks off the line. There we go with the ball skills. There we go with the ball skills. Clemson, can they get back to that wide receiver U status? There we go. Let me know, Clemson fans. They got him and what? TJ Moore in this class? After the catch, looking solid. We're up top here. Ball's coming his way. Good hands. Good balance after the catch. We're scoring here. Good look inside this other route. It's the hands. He is strong at the catch point. Like with a my ball mentality. There's a block down there. Gets it. Ball doesn't come into his body. He brings it in there. Looking for contact. Looks good. Seems like a very confident player. Boom. Should be. Should be a hot knife through butter. That's why I'm saying that. Because it should be. It better be. On the outside. How's the defensive reacting to him? Because these teams, they game plan to take players like this away. Inside shade, corner, up top. Could be off though. My angle could just confuse me, but there he is. Ball outside, brings it in, hits his hands, clamps it. He's got the pluckies. He plucks the ball right out of the air. DB up on him. If you see that. Good release package. I'm seeing a lot of different moves off the release. Different skill set. Different irons in his bag. Different clubs. Diverse tool set. How many analogies I'm going to make about his release, I don't know, but he's good after the catch, reads the momentum around him very well. Kick return. Here we go, getting downfield. Showing that speed on the top end. No, we ain't getting to the top end. He saw them closing up. He's wondering what he's going to do. Over shoulder looking good. Very good wide receiver so far. Breaks are solid. Very subtle. Very subtle and snappy. But not overly done either. Just efficient. We blocking? Yeah, we blocking. Up top, DB's looking in. I think he might pop back out and buzz towards that corner. Yep. Doesn't matter. Blocking again, huh? He's an aggressive player. Ball in our hands. We got the moves here. Oh, that guy ain't making the tackle. That guy got to be more aggressive than that. Pretty much just give him a touchdown. Getting down there. On the comeback. I wish I could have saw the break. Look at that, though. In and out. Good balance. Tough to bring down. You gotta love it when you're a wide receiver, tough to bring down. He's a very nuanced player. Strong at the catch point. There he is there. Like, you ain't gonna have to wait for him to develop for long. He's got speed. He's got pop off the step. Not overly flashy with it. But he wins with, like, nuance. Strong hands at the catch point. He's got speed there. They showed it on that run. Honestly, I'd rather have a guy with some speed and wins with nuance and skill than a guy that relies because he's like a 10-4 trackster. I'd rather have that because the guy's developed and ready to go. He's not utilizing just one trick to get open. He's using like a tool belt. Like I talked about the release, just making analogies after analogies. And then you got the speed here. We're still pulling away. We're still good. We got a long stride. I think he's fast enough. I think he's good. I think he's a very good wide receiver. I would consider him like a high-end 4-star, pushing 5-star status, depending on how you want to grade your 5-star, really. I don't really like the star rating. I think it's too manipulated. I look at the offers and really just look at how college football is after the player, look at the market. I look at, like, what big schools, like, are they big schools all over the map? Are there a lot of small schools still trying to get after that player that's not giving up? That's another indicator because they have less resources to go after players, and they know that that player is more than likely, the odds are saying they're going to sign with the bigger school. Look at the hands, bringing it in, extending out. Just a lot of indicators with that. It gives me more. The offers give me more of an indicator than their false flag star rating. That's big recruiting just trying to lie to you. In the rankings, they changed that up multiple times throughout the process. It's changed up in like late January for the last time. Supposedly. Gets out there quick. He's a very crafty player. His balance at contact, his assertiveness, I think is very understated. I think his scouting report is okay, but I think it's missing a lot with the finer nuances off the release. His release package is one of the tops in the class. And then the way he breaks off, how shifty he is in the hips when he breaks off those routes is very solid. And his aggressiveness after the catch point and his balance at the point of contact. The willingness to hold on. There he is with the pick. And then you see the burst here. They did say he had speed to stretch the field. I believe so as well. He's got some pop in the step. I like the fact that he can win everywhere. He wins it. He's one of the most polished wide receivers in this class. One of the most polished. There might be faster guys. There might be guys that jump higher. There might be guys that, you know what, maybe more polished breaking off routes. But he is more polished everywhere. He gives you goods everywhere. everywhere. He's good at breaking off routes. He's good off the release. Probably one of the better release packages in this class. He can stretch it. He's got the speed to stretch it. He's got some pop. He's nasty after the catch. He is a jack-of-all-trade wide receiver. He's good everywhere. That's how I would describe him. If you told me to describe him, that's how I would say. He's a jack-of-all-trades wide receiver. He's good at breaking off routes. He's good with the release. Has a dynamic release package. Nasty at the catch point. Hands are super sticky. Still fast enough to stretch it downfield. Fast enough to break away. And when he's breaking away, he's very tough to tackle. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.